Okay, okay, everybody. The chaos isn't planned. Hi, welcome in. I think it's just all of our energies coming together is what it is. We're really excited to see one another. I don't have anything planned just because it's Halloween, and that is sincere. So, hi, welcome in, Joe. Thanks for the first. Ash, you're here early, bud. It's good to see you. Teague, hi. Yeah, it's just our vibe. It's just what's happening. I think I've gotten more into the groove of just doing work because it needs to be done, instead of like doing it in teacher mode and being like, okay, class, this is what we're doing today. Davin, Mals, hi! Welcome in, everybody. So, you ran, Ash, stop it. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy to have you guys. No chaos plan today. I'm not even doing anything special for Halloween. It's just, that's just what it is. We're just hanging out. We got work to do, buddy, because I got a big pot of chili to make in a couple of hours. And so we have to scoot. We have to skedaddle. Teague, you're wonderful. I hope everybody's had a good week. Oh, Mouse, do I still have your ears? I had nightmares last night. I absolutely had nightmares, and I'll take a sip for this because I feel like I'm lecturing. Oh God. Hi, Cody, welcome in. For those of you who were not in Cowboy Spaghetti 44 stream last night, she played a scary game that Mal's got for her, and I'm not a scary game person. I don't like it. Stayed the whole time because I think I felt some sort of protectiveness, and I was like, I need to watch this whole stream in case something happens to Cowboy, and then I can protect her from the other side of the screen. Didn't work out. Scared myself. And there was a moment last night where I was chatting with Flippy, and he walked out of the room, and I like playfully ran after him, and I jerked the door open, and he was standing outside the door with this face, and he didn't know that I had been watching a jump scare game, and it made me cry. I opened the door and I was like, it was too scary. And I just cried. She was so brave. She was so brave. And see, now I get the appeal of watching her play scary games because there were so many moments where her reaction was perfect and a scary thing would happen. And there was one in particular, she went, ah, and that was it. I was like, yeah, that's my kind of scary. I love it. Anyway, nightmares. Cody, did you have nightmares? I hope not. But good choice, Mouse. It was an entertaining game to watch. And I hopefully got all the nightmares out of my system last night and won't have to worry about it tonight. Oh, brother. Anyway, there's my nightmares. Davin, I'm so happy to see you, buddy. How you been? For those of you not in the know, I know Davin IRL, and he's a wonderful person, and I'm so happy to see him here. And you know what? I'd probably say the same about all of you if you were in my physical realm of being friends. So hi. Hi, it's Friday. It's Halloween. It's so spooky. I don't know why I need that much clay. So I'm all in a tizzy today. I have things on my to-do list that have been, Hi, welcome in, Snap. Sorry for ad jail. I've had things on my to-do list this week that have just been pushed further and further until it's today. And so I've been doing stuff and, you know, not at all freaking out about it. I've been totally chill, as you would expect. But I had to drop off some earrings at a local shop. And there's a dog there named Buddy. And I met Buddy when he was a puppy. When I worked as a mechanic there, it was in this apron actually. He cut multiple teeth on this apron. I hadn't seen him in like a year or two. And I got the full doggy reaction where it's like a full body wiggle and they don't know what to do with them and their tail is gonna like wind off and send them into space, I got that full greeting from a dog. And so I'm basically the chosen one today. This day can't get any worse because I had a dog greet me like they remembered me. It's like a soldier coming home from war. It's incredible. Oh, man. I would love to hear about y'all's weeks. It feels like it's been a weird few weeks. I think that's personal. I don't think it's anything in the... I mean, maybe it may be in the environment or in the world. It's been a weird few weeks. We're getting better. We're doing fine. Dogs are the best. We don't own a dog. My reason is I don't want to keep anything else alive. My plants barely make it. And so I don't really want a dog. But man, do I love pet and puppy dogs. Do I love it. All right. Very excited for Samhain tonight. Sitting around a fire eating savory s'mores and regular s'mores? Okay, you made marshmallows. Teague, I need you to say some more words about savory s'mores because this is the first I'm hearing that was an option. Insulated mug worked really well. That's very hot. Ugh. Is a savory s'more still with graham crackers? I will give Bitsy a bath and you can pet her all you want when you come hang out. I'll do it. There's just so many scratches to hand out. My coffee's hot. Look at me. It's really hot. All fogged up. Okay. Zazu would sit in your lap the whole time if you let him. I love that. That's really sweet. I love that. I love the look of, hold on, Australian Shepherds. Is that right? And I know in my soul, I'm not capable of having a dog like that. That is just not something that needs to happen. For the good of the doggy's life and mine. But they're so pretty. Mushroom, welcome in. Snap, you know what, buddy? I'm doing okay. I'm living the dream. They have so much energy. I can't do that. That's way too much for me. All right, dual cam. Okay, here we go. Melt tiny cheese wheels over the fire. Oh. Okay, yeah, I could get on board with that. I'm on board with that, absolutely. Okay, y'all want to see what has been making me crazy this past week? Are you ready? First of all, check out these bad boys. Christmas tree cakes, looking sharp. They look like Christmas tree cakes. They're very neat and very tidy. I'm going to show you what, oh God bless, what has been driving me mad. Are you ready? Are you ready? Sprinkles. Look at this. I'm like a tiny chef cutting chives. These are the sprinkles that I've been making. These, I've cut every single one of these. Every single one. So many. Oh my God. For those of you who haven't seen my little sprinkle jar, this was also, I lost my mind over these sprinkles as well because it was like a full day of using the extruder for probably a dozen colors and then baking them and cutting each individual sprinkle. And I tell you what, I've been so happy that I did that, because every time I do a restock with like the blue donuts, I don't have to make sprinkles. I just have a sprinkle collection. So I know I'm telling myself it's going to be okay, and it's going to be a really good thing to have all of these sprinkles made. But in the meantime, mentally, I'm gone. It's just over and over cutting sprinkles nonstop. So what I've been working on currently this week, I've got a sale next weekend. It's really coming up fast. So I've been doing the Christmas tree cakes, and then we did a restock for the blue sprinkle donuts. Oh man, it just occurred to me I was supposed to make a PowerPoint for today. Didn't. But I looked at some more data, and it said that my best sellers are the pink donut dangle, but not the pink donut stud. And another good seller is not the blue donut dangle, but the blue donut stud. And so they're flip-flop and reverse, and I don't know the reason why that is. It's very intriguing. But anyway, I've been restocking these blue donuts. I'm trying to get some more simple ones, just as like basic gifts. I don't know if I'm going to do some sort of pearl accent with these on like a gold ball post stud. I don't know, but there's potential here. Do I have turkey earrings? I have my own personal pair of turkey earrings. I've only made 2 pairs, 3 pairs. And I actually do have a gigantic pair if anyone wants just an absolute unit of a turkey. Okay, Joe. Buddy, you're so right. I bet they would be gobbled up. These are my turkey earrings. These are mine from last year. They're big boys. They're real big boys. And every time I would make them, they would just keep getting bigger. And so like this was a restock, and it just got bigger. And it was so big, I was like, I actually don't want to paint these because it's too much. But these are here. I asked the question just to set up the joke, and I bet you didn't expect me to actually pull out full roast turkeys. These are big boys though, right? They're a conversation starter, because people will look at me and then they'll do a double take and they'll be like, is that a whole roast turkey on your ear? And I'm like, you bet your britches it is. And yeah, statement earrings. You got that right. So yes, Joe, I do, even though you were setting me up for a joke, show off my joke earrings, I guess. 0 expectation. You know what? I delivered. Also restock. The statement, gobble gobble. Restock little Sasquatch guys. Boop. So many of these. Nice, right? Got him. Trying to standardize my business, and like for every new design that I have, I'm only going to make 4 pairs. And then if they all sell out, I'll make more. So this is my first restock of the Sasquatch. Surprise. I didn't realize people would be so enthusiastic about it. I had a customer say, hey, what if you put Santa hats on them? And I could. But I'm really debating. Like, it's a small head. It would be a small Santa hat. Maybe I should just go for it and do like 2 pairs. And then that's it. Thoughts on Santa hat Sasquatch? Alternatively, we could wrap them in Christmas lights. I just thought of a place you could sell the Bigfoot earrings. Oh? They have a Bigfoot statue outside? Okay. Okay. Santa hat, yes, even though it would be just a widow guy? Just a widow guy up there? See, I thought the Christmas lights would be a good idea too. A couple of years ago, I guess it was the 2023 Christmas, I did my little ghosties, and on 2 pairs, I put a Santa hat, and then 2 pairs, I wrapped them with Christmas lights, and it was probably one of the cutest things I've ever done. And so now the thought is, what if I did that with Sasquatch? Oh, well, we could do it. And then lastly, we've got our tacky little sweaters. Christmas lights, yeah. He's tree bark color, so he's just trying to blend in with other trees. These guys, they're all different. I like them. I think they're sufficiently tacky. I don't think they're too outlandish. So, but I really don't know how this is gonna sell. So I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna sell them. We'll see. So that was this week. Additionally, in case you weren't tired of me talking already, I've got some Christmas tree studs that I'm working on. These need to be baked. So just little simple guys. Real cute, real simple. Yeah, so that's on my little baking tray. Oh, brother. So that's it. Right now, what we're doing, we've got little paint palettes, little dudes. And I'm going to put the backs on these bad boys. And then get them ready to bake as well. So we're going to get cracking. Excuse. Oh, big news. Big grown-up news. I ordered more business cards, and I ordered a big vertical sign, a big vinyl sign. And to the surprise of like probably none of you, I didn't check the dimensions, and it's really tall. And it's so tall that I struggle to put the vinyl sign up by myself. So that is just a grand time. And I'm going to have to figure out a solution, because I was just a little too excited for numbers. Oh, man. Here we go. 3, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate? Put it up while it's laying on the ground and then stand it up. That's my next idea, Cody. Do you have a vinyl sign, like a extendable one for your business? Because this one has a spring in it, and I've never felt weaker. Why can't I put up my sign? You do not. Cool. Check those dimensions, dog. I was gonna go to that store to pick up the tea, Cody, and I spent too much time petting the dog. And so I didn't have time for the rest of my errands. I don't think it's a bad thing. It's just a change of schedule. Totally acceptable. I thought so too. I think it's fine. I'm not that worried about it. Where's oh no. I'm hiding things from, oh, there they are. Well, enough about me. How are y'all's weeks going? Are they weird? I think I like that size. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It doesn't sound like Teague and Mushroom are having a weird week. They got all them s'mores to look forward to? Dang. So I just learned last night that witches don't blow out candles. Is that common knowledge among everyone? Am I just now arriving late to the party? Cried yesterday because working for yourself is hard. It is, buddy. There's too much. It's a lot. I've definitely cried tears over it before. Absolutely. Let's see. Is everything okay? Oh no, not you too, Ash. Yeah, rally. It's worth it, buddy. So Ash, you do vendor events, right? You sell things in person? Or am I deeply confused? Now that that's coming out of my mouth, I'm like, Kate, you have the wrong person. Oh. Okay, let those guys dry. I did once a year for now because I'm disabled. Okay, I think I do remember you saying that last time. Okay. Have you had an okay season? Do you have... Oh, you're starting more of an online store. Okay. The candle thing is something you've never heard before. I'll never get tired of that frog. This is just like the briefest. I watched 1.5 videos on TikTok over it. And so now I'm repeating the information. You bleached and dyed your hair last night. What color you got? How exciting. I haven't done bleach on my hair in like a decade. Yeah, trick-or-treating will be fun. We have, the place that we go to is very, very busy. Like if you show up after 4:30, you can't park your car because there's so many people walking around. So that's what we're doing. Green hair. Yes. I love that. You've heard the candle thing, but it's not something all witches do. Cool. So I'm just repeating misinformation. You're welcome, everyone. Hope it adds to your life. You know me, spreading rumors. Let's see here. You have friends that live there and we're parking in their backyard. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Business cards. Boom. They're green. Boop. Flower Sisters, find your new favorite earrings. The amount of times I fear that I've made a typo on these. If I have made a typo, don't tell me. Just let me live with it, please. Firework! Yay! We did it, gang. We got business cards. Brother. Okay, here we go. Trying to think of what I want to do. How do I want to play this today? Confetti. Oh my God, it's a full celebration for business cards. I had someone get in a conversation with me yesterday, and I was telling him like, hey, yeah, so big stuff with the business. I got a vinyl sign. I ordered business cards. He was so aggressive. He was like, why did you go with paper business cards over the dot card? And my first reaction was, why don't you back off? Because I wanted to, that's why. And I may have said that. I think I blacked out a little bit because I was so surprised by the audacity of this man. Brother. Oh my God, there was coffee skin in that. Gross. Not everyone is techie. Also, people request them. I think it's a good idea. I don't know what coffee skin. There are certain coffee cups that we have that it's just like, it was a layer of skin. And I am not going to go into more detail because it's sickening. Paper cards are more fun. You get to put them in your bag or your wallet and then lose them. And then 2 years later, you pull out the card and you're like, who does this belong to? It's great fun. That's what I told him. I was like, there are people at events who just walk past and they'll grab a card from the booth and they won't shop and they won't talk. They're just like taking a card. Yeah, see, I just needed to sick all my friends on him. Ad jail again? Why are you in? Oh, yes, we are in a 3-minute ad break. I don't know why you were pre-rolled at the beginning. I think I just got butt hurt. This has been the week for me getting butt hurt at people. And I'm trying to keep all those thoughts inside my head. Is it successful? I don't know. Okay. Everybody has a buddy. It's just one of those weeks. We've got about 2 minutes left in ads. I won't do anything too exciting. Besides everything that I'm doing. If this playlist is too much, it's not really our chill vibes. I can find something different. This is my Halloween playlist from 2023. And that's why we're going with it. But, you know, sometimes you don't want to party this much. It's a lot of partying. So we've got a big weekend here. We've got a parade. We've got Halloween tomorrow. And then specifically in my own personal town, we've got D&D. So it's going to be a really fun weekend. We'll be so tired. Okay, I'm just dotting this with some adhesive so that we can put some sprinkles on here. Now, I don't know if this is going to be too much or too little, so we're going to find out. This is literally my first rodeo. Okay. Excuse. Ow, biscuits. Cody is the best cellmate. Okay, so mushroom. I wanted to try to keep it a secret for the drawing of the D&D party. And then I realized that if I were to keep it a secret, I would not get good descriptions. And so now I'm letting you know that the cat is fully out of the bag. And it wasn't in the bag for very long today. Or just once I decided what to do. You're free. Welcome in. Okay. Thoughts and feelings? I really like that. I really like that a lot. Look at that. Something wholesome happened today, Mushroom? What was it? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, I don't want to sacrifice the descriptions for a surprise. Because I think if I were in that situation and I found out that it was for something like this, I would have been kind of bummed. Like, I could have done more. Sprinkles are lovely. Thanks, man. Thanks a lot. That means a lot. Okay, you have the floor for your something wholesome. Here we go. Cover up any accidental lint. Yours was pretty detailed. Yeah, I need to print off those, that sheet from Mushroom. I'll have those. I know, right? So listen, I'm going to take a moment to brag about Mushroom. They've mentioned trading some work. And when they reached out, I was like, I'm not fully aware of all the types of art that you do. And they sent picture after picture of the most incredible stuff. And I was so impressed. And I think we have a cool community here. That there's so many talented people here. I was so impressed. So if you ever want to share some of your work in the Discord, Mushroom, please feel free to. You're very, very talented. Okay, coworker was having an issue with a video file being too large, and I offered to resize it for her. Very easy for me. After I got the compressed file back to her, she bought me a Starbucks gift card to say thanks. That's really kind. It meant a lot to her. Aw. No, there was so much. There was so much. It was awesome. I think it was fair though, because you have a lot of like diverse art skills, and I thought it did you a lot of credit. It's good stuff. It was so good. Okay, sprinkle time. I'm gonna make more of these Christmas tree cakes too. I told one person about it and they were like, those are gonna sell so well. And so my immediate reaction is, I'm gonna make a gob more because one person said it was gonna be great. Oh, of course, Mushroom. I'm not saying anything that's not true. You're very, very talented. And anyway, all that to say, I think the party is excited. I think it'll be a really cool thing to have. Okay, we're sprinkling. Not you. I think I want more here in this little space. Beep. Okay, so we were talking about weird weeks earlier. Has anyone ever pinpointed what makes them not have a weird week? Do we have like a list somewhere of the things that make a week go smoothly? I would put sleep at number one. If my sleep is bad, it's a weird week. If I get, like, I can't even get 8 hours of sleep. It needs to be like 9 for me to feel like a princess. Which also, yeah, I mean, that's a lot too. It's really demanding. I wonder if the mashing or the sprinkling does better on here. Boop, boop, boop. Get on there. Going for walks helps the mental health as well. I haven't been able to do that recently. I think it makes me feel like garbage. Boop. These look so good. The weeks when I'm super busy are not great. Okay. Is it because you don't get time for yourself? Because I find that as well. Huh. So one of my problems, I always feel like I need multiple hours of quiet time after the kids go to bed. And it always is like 2 hours, and it doesn't matter how late they go to bed or how early I go to bed, how early they go to bed. It's always like 2 hours. And so if I get them in bed late at like 9:30, that pushes me 11:30 midnight, which makes me feel bad. Sleep, adequate nutrition, yes. Not forgetting lunches or like working through meals, yes. Connection with other humans. Huh. Is that limited to like in-person lunch, coffee date, walk, hang out, or is it like online as well? Because that's a good one too. It makes it a good week whenever I'm around people that nourish me or that I feel rested with. Okay, this is really fascinating. I'm loving this discussion. Not eating slices of cheese for lunch. And water, I guess. Ew. Right? Hydration. Gross. What do you mean that I don't feel great when I only have coffee? I did eat lunch. Did everyone eat a time zone appropriate meal? Maybe it's not lunchtime for some of our friends. Okay. I don't like how you look now. Respectfully. Mexican food, salad. Little to no medical chaos is a big one for me. Yeah, I can see where that would really define your week. Absolutely. It can be lots of things. Okay, cuddling, chatting. Yes. I see that. Intentional time is what it sounds like. I love this. You know what? If we could compile a big list and then just do the list, we'd be golden. I am unsure whether this is too sprinkly, but I'm not gonna hold back. I'm not taking back any sprinkles. Like parallel play, just like being in the same room with someone who's a calming presence, it can do so much. So much good. Never enough sprinkles. Okay, so we got a problem here. This guy has fewer sprinkles. This guy is extra. Oh, man. Ugh. Throw the sprinkles. 2 more. Doing great. Making big changes in the world. I think going outside is also a huge perk. I have so many indoor hobbies. I love a good couch time. I love reading a good book, which is not outdoors. And if it is outdoors, there's too many like things that have to happen to make me super comfortable. So a lot of times it's not worth it. And so there have been days where I have just been inside. All of my activities were inside activities. And then I'll go outside at nighttime and I'm like, this is the first time I've breathed fresh air today. And in my soul, I know that's not good for me. I need to get outside. Go hiking? Yeah. Do it. Do it. That's a good outside activity. I really, really enjoy kayaking. I'm not in a place where I can do that super easily, mainly because I don't have a boat. I don't have a kayak. And that will never be something that I have. It's just going to have to remain one of those things that I really love and look forward to. But then, ooh, get out of there. What are you? Is that a, that looks like everything bagel seasoning. What's that doing there? It's so embarrassing, guys. Oh my God. Here we go. Eyeing some trails. Yeah. I think we've talked about some in our local situation. Is that what you think? Are you going to go to the local situation? Let's do another guy right there. Boop. Perfect. Oh my God, I'm so pleased. You can rent them at a resort. Okay. Okay. Oh, no, the pictures that you sent were incredible. For all of those not in the know, our friend Cody here is a photographer and shoots weddings as well as other things. And there was an elopement. An elopement is a wedding. It's, yeah, okay. It's just, yeah, got it. So I confused myself. I saw this little spot here on the Christmas tree cake, and then I forgot what words were. So you had an elopement that you were photographing. And it was very fall-y, and there were lovely colors, and the leaves were gorgeous. I need to do one thing at a time, and it's probably not talk and do art. Rip. Adventure elopement is the trending term. Wow. So would that fall under the heading of adventure elopement? Because they were in costumes. Or were those costumes? Were those just their regular clothes? Because that would be fun too. You're so good at photographering. Cody is so talented. You know what? I'll take it. Just put me in the byline. You can, I'll be your little testimonial. Cody is the best at photographering. All right. We're fully spronkled. We did it, guys. Christmas tree cakes. All right, let's put it on the tray. Bacon stuff. It was regular. Those were their regular clothes? I thought they had on like armor. What? But, okay, it could fall under fantasy elopement, not just Adventure elopement. She made her chainmail and cape, and the neckline was a nod to Throne of Glass. Adventure elopement sounds so Pacific Northwest. Oh, the wedding dress was just a normal dress. Wow, love that. All right, so we've got every tree here. That's fun. Boop. Okay, why is this dust here? Okay, well, I gotta unload the tray now because it's dusty ass tray. Oh, anywhere with mountains is automatically an adventure elopement. I would see how an elopement would be easier to do your photographering at, because you wouldn't have to worry about like blocking the view of any people there. You would just have free reign. Okay, let's get you guys here. Sometimes I try not to do my sanding on this, on the same area that I do my baking. Sometimes I'm a rascal and I do it anyway. Consequences of my own actions. I enjoyed our wedding. We had some snackies, and then no dancing. It was really just snacks. I guess that was what I was into. And then we went home to our brand new house, and then we ate Papa John's. That was our wedding. It was fantastic. Would do it again. Hope he asked me to marry me again. To marry him. Boop, boop. Boop, boop. All right, we got so much room on this tray. What am I doing now? Okay, time for the backs on the paint palettes. Let's do that. I'm wondering if I'm entering the phase of my life where I'm going to get to go to a lot more weddings. Because when I was in college, there was like a whole string of people getting married, first marriage. And now a lot of my friends are getting divorced. And so the thought is, will I get to go to a wedding again soon? Because I really have fun at them and I like them a lot. Because there's dancing and there's food and you get to wear, I don't get to wear dresses a lot. So I'm kind of daydreaming. Even with, like, we have some younger friends that are not romantically involved with anyone. But I think, like, maybe one day I'll get to go to a wedding again. The idea behind adventure elopements is that you're exchanging vows while doing something you want to do. I like that. For most people that do these, they like to hike or be outside. Spend the day doing things that you love, but you're in wedding attire and it's in exchanging vows in a place where it's just you. Nature's the best cathedral. It could just be you or it can be small groups. I like that a lot. It's not a performance. It's just you and the person that you're marrying. I love it. Okay, let's crack on. Get all these sprinkles out of here. Oh, brother. I also need to bake another sheet of sprinkles. Oh, brother. I am trying to think if I've known any close friends who have actually eloped. I have one family member who did, but I don't think I've had any friends. It's been a long time since we've been to a wedding, and that's okay. One day for the second marriage of all of my divorced friends. Or maybe not. And then I start thinking, like, if it's just a party I'm wanting, we should throw a party and just tell people to dress up and have fun and come dance. And we'll have some snacks. Now it's not a surprise to elope. Okay. Photographers will give their couples whole scripts on how to tell their families they're getting married without them. I imagine that would be pretty delicate to work around. Like, hey, I'm going to have the most important day of my life and I don't want you there. Ouch. My mom would have killed me. Yeah, I don't think that was ever a possibility in my mind. Yeah. Huh. It would have been fun, but I wouldn't change it. And maybe that's where the viewpoint has changed, because in my head, I still think an elopement is like a surprise and you just run away. But these are planned. Huh. Well, good for everybody. Dang it. All right. We're all adhesed. There's the verbiage of intimate wedding. Oh, okay, yeah, that smooths it over. It's an intimate wedding. It's very intimate. You're not there. All right, good luck in Aldi. Go get them deals, sister. Oh. You're invisible. You're not going to be there. All right. I have learned over the thousands and thousands of stud earrings that I've made, it's better to do it in a process instead of rushing it. So I'm just going to let these little dudes sit here for a minute. And then I might come back to them later. I might do them now. The rushing makes it worse. So silly me, I planned out my whole year with all of the vendor events I would be doing. And I only had 1 or 2 holiday events. And I was like, that's it. That's all I'm going to do. And I didn't realize how many would just pop up out of the blue that I would be kind of interested in. And so I think I'm done. How many times have you heard me say this? I'm done saying yes to new events this year. But I will keep them in mind for next year. It's just surprising. Trying to make plans for the next year of business. And, you know, that's tough. Times are hard. And the future is going to be thrilling, right? That's what's going on. I think the farmers market has done well this year, and I would like to do it again just for like the regularity of it. And it's fun. I feel like I've gotten the hang of it. It's I've liked it. Right? It is a little bit overwhelming because I think I found out about 3 or 4 that were happening. I was not aware that they were there. And yeah, I look at my calendar and I'm like, okay, I mean, technically I'm free on that weekend. So do I want to do it? But then as a whole, it's like, okay, well, you're going to be at holiday markets for 4 out of the next 5 weeks. And that's when I'm like, Better not. I don't want to do that. Oh, snap. That's really kind of you to say. Times are hard, but people like you make it a little lighter. Buddy. That's really sweet. That's really sweet. First year we did events, we were doing an event every other weekend through the holidays. Oh my gosh, what did you feel like when Christmas or the first of the year hit and you finally were able to take a breath? Every other weekend that's a lot. I mean, that feels like a lot for me. That was a lot that year. Oh man. Yeah. I've had this season, I can't remember how many times where I had back-to-back shows. It may have just been once or twice, but it was enough to be like, don't think I want to do that again. Snap, that's so sweet of you. The farmer's market's a good one. I like it a lot. All right, done with the backs of those. All right, since it's Halloween, we're gonna add up. Deal. Here we go. Hat time. There we go. There we go. Now it's official. It's Halloween. We're doing it. We'll do like a little 90s sun hat. Oh. I was also planning on my calendar year to be done at the end of November. Now I've got one early December, which will be fine. I can handle it. I can handle it. I can handle it so well. Okay. Let's see what I'm doing with my life. Is it you that I want? The one thing I might like to try at some point, I don't know. I don't know if I want to do a con of any kind. I might. I would have to have specialized product for whatever event. I don't know. But even if I just did if I just carried on with what I did this year, it would be totally fine for next year. Not worth stressing about. So my next sale is not tomorrow, but the next Saturday. And then I was thinking today, like, I am going to have the biggest inventory count to do, because the sale that's coming up, it's like a consignment situation. They get a cut of all the sales, and there's one central checkout location. Most of the time my sales are done through Shopify, which also keeps track of my inventory. And so after this, I'm going to have to go through all my product and be like counting everything, which is fine. Maybe there will be nothing to count. Maybe I'll sell so many things that it will just be empty boxes everywhere. We would have weekends sometimes where we would be at 2 different events in a weekend. How would you even do that? Would it be like, oh, okay. Would it be like a Saturday, Sunday? Surely not like a 2 in one day, like a morning and an afternoon. You're gonna travel for one next year? That'd be cool. Wow. On to bigger and brighter things. One thing I don't think I'll ever do is have a storefront. That is not the life that I want. thinking about maintaining a building? Absolutely not. Oh, brother. All right, let's take a peek here. For those interested, if you were in Cowboy stream last night, I did finally get Fortnite downloaded. It only took 7 hours, which I think is ridiculous. So at some point, there's the potential for me to play Fortnite. Never played it before. Would really love to beat some kids at Fortnite. Do you ever think about the kind of old person that you're going to be? There was a time in my life where I could never envision myself being older. It was like there was a cutoff, and I would never be a person with like gray hair or a person who, you know, worried about osteoporosis or something. I never could envision myself getting old. And now that like I have lived longer, I'm starting to think about the old person that I want to be. And it's definitely the type of person who will feed anyone. You come into my house, you're going to get food. I want to be that kind of grandma. But I also want to be the grandma who can actually absolutely smoke the youth at playing games. And that is just, that's going to be me. So just get ready. You see me in about 20 years, I am going to be brutal. You'll come into my Valheim world, it will be unrecognizable. And they'll be like, Grandma, where'd you learn how to do this? And I'll probably say something really mean and like old people racist, like not with AI, that's for sure. Racist towards robots. That's all it is. Not actual people. And I'll grumble about the machine world or something. That's all negotiable. I think the feeding people is non-negotiable, but the rest of that is. Okay, T. Oh, you did them on different days. But one the year before last, we had to split our group because we had 2 on the same day. And luckily had all 4 of us to be able to table between the 2 events. That sounds stressful. Food is love, right? It really is. And tea. I want to be the kind of granny who will make a pot of tea for people. I don't know if I'll be the granny who wears like wildly patterned clothes, like Prue Leith on the Great British Baking Show. I don't know if I'll ever get to that kind of old lady where it's like a really colorful duster. I might. What if I did? What if I did? Let's dream big. Okay. All right. Time to smooth. So whenever I put the backs on these earrings, it's always adhesive and then a little pad of clay. And then I make sure it's all super smooth and seamless because I don't want it to scratch anyone or get caught in any hair. Make it a little volcano. And then by the post, we go back and make sure it is all the way closed up, nice and tidy. Look at that, that's so nice. Then we find where we hid the X-Acto knife from ourselves. Got it. Oh no, Teague, you're gonna be so disappointed in me. I have not bought scalpels, and I bought another X-Acto knife. I'm so sorry to disappoint. I thought about it. I was so close to doing it. I was like, I need one right this instant. I found out where my blue one went. Apparently, I had taken it from one of my children, and she was tired of me having it, and so she stole it back. And I think that's valid. Look how neat and tidy that is. Sus, you don't have a scalpel. I know, buddy. Literally the worst. When I envision myself as an old person, I really want to emulate Frankie from the show Grace and Frankie. Hippie, artsy, witchy, but I want to lean more queer. I like that. I haven't seen all the seasons of that show. Maybe, and I don't even know what all is out now, but I know I watched the first one and I enjoyed it. It was nice to see older women in a TV show like that. I liked it. I absolutely think I will lean heavily towards the loose clothing. Because every year that I age, I'm like, what is even the point of hard pants? Zibs, hi, welcome in. Happy Halloween. That's very valid. It just made me think of all the tools you've stolen from your mom. And look at you now. You're like a full artist, probably because she let you steal all of her tools. Zibs, how are you living, buddy? Nice to see you. Welcome in. Tell us all about your life and your day. And if you're interested, what kind of an old person you'll be. That's the discussion of the day. We get into some weird discussions. That's what we're doing. Are you gonna... I'm gonna be a person who feeds everyone when they're old. And not wear hard pants. And I'll honestly probably be the old lady who will like fight for women to get proper treatment in regards to romance and be like, honey, why don't you break up with them? I can see that in my future. Mushroom, yes. Like, I can wear the same clothes if I'm bloating? Wow. Okay, amazing. Oh, you're riding the struggle bus, Sibs. Buddy, I'm sorry to hear that, but welcome in. This is a good space to be. We often take the same bus, so you're not alone here. You get to take the little one out trick-or-treating. That's fun. It's not, I mean, it's hard to not grab joy from that, seeing everybody dressed up and so excited. I hope you get some smiles and happiness. And candy. Oh, hey, how much candy are we gonna steal from our children tonight? Obvious answer is none, but I'm gonna earmark some Reese's cups for myself. Probably, or Kit Kats. So back to loose clothing. Next week, we're all wearing loose clothing for the day-to-day body changes that come after Halloween. Here we go. Boop. Yeah. Sibs is going to be so well behaved and not take any candy at all. Good for you for your self-control. Wink. Whew. So we have like maybe 2 or 3 incredibly busy trick-or-treating spots in our town. And in one of the very busy spots, I saw a picture from someone who was prepping for it, and they had like a tub, like a tote tub full of candy. And I don't know if there were multiple totes or if that was the only one. And I thought, like, how much money is that? Is that like hundreds of dollars in candy if you live in one of these really busy places? Like, when you bought the house, did they warn you that this was going to be a part of your life as long as you lived there? Insane. Noise. I'm doing it. I haven't bought any You Save candy. Oh, so you have no candy. You do have your homemade marshmallows. And it sounds like you're going to be really full on s'mores, which is, I think that's fantastic. Can't go wrong. It went up over 33%. That really sucks. I didn't know that. I guess everything has gone up. Jeez Louise. It's so expensive. Yeah. Hard times for sure. Well, we always have the reminders to be friends with people and, you know, take your meds and drink your water. And I think we're coming into a time when it's be kind to your neighbor. If you can offer a meal or food to someone or help out in any way, it's going to be really important. So, if we're going to continue to remind ourselves of the bright side of things, maybe we will see our communities come together and support one another. And that's what we have to hope for, right? We're going to see the wonderful parts of life as time gets harder. So that's for today. You gotta be a good friend, everybody. Gotta go be a little sweet pea. And also maybe don't eat all the candy from your kids. Maybe that's the takeaway. Almost done with these. Get out of there. Got it. Okay, so let me use my noggin real quick and think about what else I want to do in this bake. I do think I have enough sprinkles to last me if I did another batch of the Christmas tree cakes, but I might bake another sheet of those just so that I never have to do them again for the rest of my life. Wouldn't that be awesome? Zoop. Got it. Get out of there. Okay, okay, we're cooking. Boop, boop, boop. Last one. We're really nailing it today. I have a couple of commissions to work on. I've got another set of those wedding earrings to make, which I need to find a new word for it because they're not necessarily wedding earrings. Those are going to be beautiful. In various shades of green. I'm so jazzed for it. And then I got a commission to do my little clownfish earrings with a Santa hat. There's a customer of mine whose thing is clownfish. They love clownfish and collect them, and it's a huge deal. And I got a call from him, and he said, hey, he was very, very nervous, very sweet. It's like, hey, is there any way at all that you could make me a clownfish with a Santa hat? And he was like nervous and like, I'm going to ask something that is not possible. And I was like, yeah, my guy, easy. It'll take a while because I got things that I'm doing, but yeah, I can do that. They were like, are you serious? I would pay any amount of money to have these. And in my head, I was like, it's only going to be like $20. So like, calm down, buddy. But yeah, and he was so excited. It was really adorable. So one thing I love about being an artist, is making things that people think are impossible. Because sometimes it's really easy to make someone's day. You know, when you have a lack of skills in this area and then you find someone that's actually really talented and they're like, yeah, it's no problem. I would feel that way if I approached like a woodworker or something, like, hey, can you make me this table? And they're like, yeah, no problem. I would be in absolute disbelief. Like, what do you mean it's no problem? You could just create something out of nothing? So I'm super excited about that. Okay, let's go to my little checklist. My to-do list. To make. We have made small teardrop earrings. We have made Christmas tree cakes. Let's go ahead and delete this because the idea stinks. Call them wisteria earrings. In fluorescence. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. Is wisteria typically the lavender purple? I haven't looked at all the different types of wisteria there are, but we're going to find out right this second. Wisteria flower. Oh my God. Wisteria is so pretty. Oh, it looks like it's just that purpley bluey. My God. I would feel like a fairy if I had wisteria. Oh my God. This is the prettiest Google search I've ever done. Do you ever think sometimes, like when you read fantasy novels or descriptions of alien worlds, and sometimes I think in my head, like, that's too fantastical. And then I look at things like wisteria or certain animals and I'm like, that sounds made up. But it's real. This is so pretty. Purple, pink, or white. That's a fun name, inflorescence. I don't think I would want to just call them a cluster. Okay. Inflorescence. It's your dream to have an arbor covered in wisteria. You'd have to make that pretty strong beforehand, right? Aren't they super heavy? Load-bearing wisteria. Okay. Love this playlist so much. So much. Am fed up. Because I can't stand how long this guy holds that note at the very end of it. There we go. They're very heavy and are known for destroying structures. There you go. Just build a super strong arbor. Okay. Christmas tree cakes is what I was doing. All right, I've got to clean off my pasta roller because I used some green alcohol inks, and I'm pretty certain that it's going to come off on all of my white clay. So for those of you not in the know, the reason you clean any of your pasta machines or your clay machines is because they can, any residual clay or color on there can rub off on your white clay or any other color. So this is a few passes of my pasta machine. Super dirty. That would absolutely get all over the white, which is not good. So to prep for this, I always clean my tools and I clean my hands with alcohol so that I don't get any other colors on them. Just if you wanted to know. Excuse. Oh, yeah, I learned it out of necessity. White clay is such a pain to work with because it always gets the lint. And unless you have like a strategic way to cover up some of those things, it can be a pain. And so the first time I cleaned my pasta roller, I just cleaned the top and it was fine. And as soon as I pull it out, like the clay touched the underside of the roller where it had color on it. And I was like, great, now it's not a pure white clay anymore. Guess I have to start over. I've also seen people take scrap clay and run it through the roller to kind of catch some of this gross stuff. I've had mixed success with that. But the alcohol, if I'm thorough enough with it, it tends to work well. And of course, I can't get every single speck out. I can't get every single piece of lint out. And so a lot of times it's up to strategic decorating. Cover it with a sprinkle. Okay, so I have, what is it? 4 pairs of those Christmas tree cakes that are ready for their final bake. I think I might make 4 more. Just for fun. It's like that in printmaking too. God, yeah. I can see that. So even here, even though I cleaned the roller, you can still see where a little bit of that brown, maybe it was the copper that got in there. So do one more roll. Try to conceal that. Okay, that's a little bit better. Here we go. It's not perfect, but we're gonna go for good enough. Also, this is me being so honest with you right now, did not clean my acrylic roller. So if you can see it right now, it's covered in lint. It's covered in fuzzies that were on the acrylic roller because I forgot that one step. So we're gonna roll it again and we're gonna get those fuzzies onto the inside. Hate white clay. It's the worst. Okay, good enough. Hello, Tiny Lint. Thank you for showing up. Wrecking my day, gosh. Get out of there. Sometimes you can just pick them off with a little dental tool, like this guy right here. Good enough. Okay. Okay. Just real quick, I'm going to send a message. Hold. All right, all right, all right. There we go. Got it. Hi, Teak. You little sheepy. There we go. Tighten that up. I was getting messages about stuff from my children that I had to message back. Got it. Okay. Where is it in winter? No, it's in trees. Here we go. 1 and a 2. We've got cornstarch. I might be able to get 3 pairs from this before I have to re-roll it. So we're gonna go with it. I've started doing a new way with stamping big ones where I stamp it partially and then I re-cornstarch. And it tends to pull up more cleanly. Is this music worse? Have I done a worse thing? I can't tell. Maybe I'm just not a spooky person. Okay, we're gonna turn on the calm down playlist. Because I think that's more what I'm feeling today. Maybe I'm not into spooky, scary skeletons. Who knew? Give it, there we go. Okay, so that one is done. These are mirror trees. I'm really gonna have to remember that when I assemble these sets. I can almost guarantee right now that I'm gonna forget it. All right, can we get 3 on here? What if we tried our hardest? There we go. We've got 2. Okay, can we fit another tree here. It's gonna be so close. Oh my god. Oh my god. Can I do it the other way? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we're doing great. Look at that. We're super professional. Super profesh. I'm so afraid that I'm going to push down so hard one day that I'm just going to crumple the cutter under the strength of my fingers. Shatters. I'll get stabbed. Hopefully that won't happen, right? All right, let's see the pool. Oh my god, it's pristine. Look at that. All right. What if... that's not much clay. I don't know if I have enough for 2 more. Or, maybe I do. Subscribe for 10 months. Hi, cowboy. Welcome in, buddy. I'll be your background stuff. Are you still untangling cables? Thanks for the resub, cowboy. I've almost streamed for a whole year. Here we go. Here we go. We're doing great. Cowboy. Ooh. Let's scooch. Excuse. Oh, you're shopping now? I'm in your ears? I love that I get to go on so many field trips with you guys. Just in your ears, hanging out. It's an honor. A whole year? I'm not there yet, but the thought of it being a whole year is nuts. Am I going to do a year celebration stream? Well, I reckon I need to, don't I? I've actually never considered that. I don't know why. That's an interesting idea. I could do it. Please do a year celebration. I will. We'll have a little, I don't know. Maybe I'll make a cake and eat it. And that will be the celebration. A whole year. I'm going to have to look and see what date I actually chose for my affiliate birthday. Because it did give that option. We're going to go out to the warehouse again? Oh my God. Field trips every direction. I love it so much. Are you invited to the warehouse? Yeah, I think everyone in chat is invited to the warehouse with Mushroom. Or do you mean for the year celebration stream? Or to eat cake? I think the answer is yes to everything. Gotta cut canvas samples. That sounds really cool. Thank you for the lurk, Snap. Boop. All right, cake. Got it. Nailed it. There we go. To eat cake, dingus. Yes. That was kind of rude, but yes. Okay, okay. Pool time. Beautiful. Pristine. Exquisite. Yeah, you can eat cake. We'll have cake. I think I need to make a crown for the one, for like the anniversary. I think I still have my Year Did It crown. Do I? I don't know where I put it. But I made that little crown whenever I hit affiliate. Pardon. I should make another crown. Baby's first birthday. I love your boop sound. just for everyone's horror, this is what I'm storing my white clay in. You're welcome, everyone. Happy Halloween. That's the true scary story. Oh, brother. No, don't do it. Get these guys off of here, pardon. Perfect. These lines in the actual cake are so good. This is a well thought out stamp because it I can easily make the little red noodles to put it into those indentions. It's really good. It's perfect. I'm super pleased. Laser Froggy. Okay. Got it, nailed it. Dip. Doing great. I'll tell you what I don't want to do next week. I have so much glazing to do, and I just don't want to. I think I'm intimidated by it because I know how much glazing it is. So my initial thought is, what if I just didn't? What if I never glazed anything for the rest of my life? But I will. Once I get through with this sale, I'm going to have 2 weeks before my next one. And hopefully it'll just be some minor restocking, and then I can work on some commissions I've got, which I'm excited for. I have secret Christmas presents to make for people that I can't tell you about, and I can't do it on stream, but it's for some of you guys. Secret presents. Okay. Good looking tray. 10 out of 10. Okay, let's count these little Sasquatch guys. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pairs of Sasquatch. So, gosh dang it, I want to know. I want to know what the birthday presents are. The Christmas presents. I can't tell you. It's a secret. It's such a secret. That's how I feel about all of the cutting and folding I have to do next week. Oh. Tomorrow you're printing all the zines and buttons you're low on. Oof. I feel you, Teague. Just like, you know you have to do it, and it's going to be one of those kind of mind-numbing tasks where you just got to get through with it. I don't like that that's what you made me sound like. Gosh, dang it. Dang it, Bobby. I want to know what them Christmas presents are. Hey, will you spoil them Christmas gifts for me? Tell me who's getting treats this year. Love you. Okay, so like, let's do 2 Christmas Santas, and let's do 2 Christmas, or 2, oh God, Lord in heaven, 2 Santa hat Sasquatch, and then 2 Christmas light Sasquatch. All in favor, just sit back and watch. Parliamentary procedure for Bigfoot. And that way, I will still have 5 normal pair. Which, I shouldn't be laughing at this, but daggone it, you're a funny gal. Dang it, Bobby. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do 2 Santas. We're going to do that first because I don't want to do it and I want to get it over with. Dang it. Alice, where you been? We've been waiting on you. We haven't done nothing. We've just been waiting on you to start. Welcome in. It's Bigfoot time. You working? She's a boss girl. And she's super professional. Look at these Christmas tree cakes. Everybody, lend me your eyes.
Look at them. Look at the Christmas tree cakes.
Oh, it was fixed in time. What about your past mistakes? Are they fixed as well? Yuck, 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 yuck. So sorry, don't kill me. Let's see if I have a cutter for this. Oh cute, I have little peppermint stamps. I forgot about those. Alice, I missed you. That beard is so big. Cannot do that. Put a little bow in his hair. Boop. I was in a community meeting about offering more free legal services to my county. So it was for a good reason. No, that's fine. That's acceptable. God, you're here now. All right. I can do this because I'm a grown-up woman. Santa Claus. All right, so we're gonna do some adhesive in the typical hat, in the typical place where a hat would go. Who knew, right? And this is gonna be a freestyle hat. Okay. You need to eat something? Mushroom, we just talked about this. We literally just had a talk about self-care. Go do it. Just counted, we have 10 zines to print. Usually about 15 to 20 each. So we have about 150 to 200 zines to fold. Yeah, I can see why you're feeling the way that you're feeling, Teague. Bird by bird. You can do it. It'll happen. Maybe turn on a good show. I think so. Yeah, she went into Aldi real quick. But she did see it. Christmas toy cakes. I was planning on doing them last year. And my first try, I really biffed it. And I gave up because it was so close to my sale that I didn't want to push through. Oh, Alice Cowboy, you missed it. They're having savory s'mores tonight, this weekend. Are you aware that that's a thing? I feel like I need to let everybody know. Here comes Snap. She's a silly goose. Who is they? Mushroom and Teague are doing savory s'mores. Right? The things I learn in this stream. I guess I'm a grown-up and I'm allowed to do cool stuff like that. But I just don't know it exists. All right, Santa glue is on the heads. Okay. Taylor Swift earrings with your Eras Tour hoodie. I love that. I love that they're so impressed with you too. Santa glue, don't worry about it, T. I'm just doing my best over here. Glue for Santa hat is what I meant. We're just gonna drop it. When the Santa breaks a leg, they grind him up into glue to put the hats on the next Santa. Merry Christmas. That's why you always got to stay healthy. You don't want to break your leg as a Santa and then that be the end for you. Wouldn't that stink? Santa glue is ethically sourced from the bad Santas. Yeah. They're organic though. We don't allow the Santas to take antibiotics, so. Free range Santas only one day a year though. The rest of the time they are kept in a very strict living environment. I'm sure they love it. Okay, get up there. The bar is so low, Alice. Hey, Kate, you should be proud of me. My barista this morning was dressed as a cow, and I did not make the joke of them providing the milk. Hey, well done, buddy. You did not make someone's day terrible. You made Teague's day worse, though, apparently. Okay, get in there. I did, however, ask them if they had a long drive from the farm. How do you drive with them hooves? I can imagine all the thoughts just flying through your head, though. Okay, what does a Santa hat look like? Does it look like this? God, I hope so. It's an okay shape. And then we'll do the little puffy ball. I don't like this back area. That's bothering me. Oh, hi, Flippy. Welcome in. Are the Sasquatches like dressing up as Santa, or are they the actual real life Santa and we had it wrong? I think that is a wonderful point. Class, what do we think? And if it's the real Santa, do they travel on foot? Okay, I just had a big brain thought. How in the world am I gonna... How am I gonna attach the jewelry to this? Oh, brother. Okay. Maybe I'll just scooch it up more. On top of the hat, yeah. I'd already drilled a hole into the Squatch's head. Maybe... Okay. Let's see. See what kind of browns. Is that the same brown I used? No. I think the maligning of Sasquatches around the country is on the Christian nationalist agenda because, yes, he actually is Santa, but he's animist, and so they don't want him involved in Christmas. Also, everyone, I have had cold medicine day, so I will not be behaving at all. You know, Alice, Joe came in first thing, and he said, it feels like there's going to be chaos today. I think he just needed to wait for you to get in here. Okay, look, I fixed the hole in Sasquatch's head. Kind of. Yeah, this was forecasted. This was on the docket today. We just had the timing a little bit wrong. Okay. So yes, Ash, I think you're right. I think we just need to pivot a little bit. So we're gonna cute little fold.
Oh, look at that little fold in there.
Nice. You're the storm. You are. Santa Sasquatch is out here just giving people what they need during the harsh winter months. You know, I think you're right. All right, we got to fix this hole in the Squatch's head. Get in there. Excuse. Santa Sasquatch is a provider, which he shouldn't be doing because that's welfare, and those babies should get jobs. Daggone it. Okay, Alice, babe, you need a nap. Okay, healed. Never was a hole in the Sasquatch head. She's so weepy. She's so sweepy. But you know what? Sasquatch gives gifts to all people because he knows that they need them. Because he's a sweet pea. Okay, I do think I'm just going to bake these with only the red on. And then once that is baked and hardened, I'll go back and do the white fluff. Because, I mean, it's pretty guaranteed that I would mess it up. I would mar the clay. All right, but we're cooking, right? This is a good base for a hat. I like that. Smooth it out just a smidge. And the back is just gonna have to be whatever it is. Maybe I should put it all the way down. I don't know, man. I don't know what I'm doing. Great. My time here is coming to a close. I think I'm going to finish these Santa hats and then make my way out to a raid. I didn't get to raid last week because my audio was ridiculous. Cowboy, of course, has since fixed it. So we will be raiding out today once I get all these Santa hats on. And then I gotta go make some chili and then help Napoleon put on her wig and help Kip put on her mustache. It's gonna be a big night. I'm just realizing that I probably didn't eat enough for lunch and I'm kind of hungry. So maybe I'll fix that too. Alice, are you sick? Why do you have cold medicine? Are we going to need to reschedule this weekend again? We had to reschedule our D&D last time because our whole family got sick. Ooh. You're trying really hard not to be sick. Cody the Druid is going to give me leaf tea, so hopefully no rescheduling. But also, you know you don't have to push if you actually are sick. We can reschedule. Because we have another one in like 2 weeks anyway. So it'll be okay. All right, Santa. Okay. This is an alternate version of doing a Santa hat. Little turban. You do know that? Okay, good. Ow. Because in the past, I've absolutely been the type of person to push through at the I don't know what word I was thinking of, but exchanging my health for keeping things the same. So as long as you know that, that's great. At the expense is what it was. Okay, you get up there. That's unattractive. It's okay, we'll fix it, we'll fix it. It's just the back. I cannot wait to get my grubby little artist hands on your D&D party's characters. I think it'll be so funny. I'm really interested to hear the descriptions. Yeah, so Alice, I asked Mushroom for their advice because I did want to include you some way, and they actually said that you could choose a favorite NPC, which wouldn't have occurred to me. And at that point, you had already mentioned Auntie Sangora. And I was like, that's perfect. But it's just something I wouldn't have thought about to do the favorite NPC or you. It'll be so awesome. Okay, we're looking a little better here. I thought we were just having a conversation. I was trying to be cool about it, and then I mentioned this earlier in the stream. I thought it would make a lot of sense to explain it to you all because I was afraid everyone would kind of hold back in their descriptions thinking it was like a fun question as opposed to like, hey, I actually like super need to know what you look like. So that was why I eventually ended up telling everyone. Because I think it's going to be so fun. What an unexpected keepsake too. It's just such a fun surprise. Okay, yeah. That's going to be so cute with the white puffball on it. They look like their little sleeping hats. Good night, Grandpa. And it does come down kind of far to their eyes. I'll just cover all of that with white fluff and it'll be great. Okay, baking tray. Baking tray. Right? Mushroom doing the art? Golly. What a fun surprise. Also, one of the things that really makes me thankful for this community here, I don't know, a lot has changed in less than a year. Like, 10 months ago before I started streaming, I did not know all of you. And now I feel really thankful and lucky that we've got this little community here that, you know, yeah, it's art, but it's also, you know, friendship. And I think we care a lot about one another, and that's really special. Very unexpected. It is really good. Good feelings all around. And for the days when I have been, you know, low energy, or it's been a weird week for me and I've wanted to not stream, but then push through, it's always been worth it because you all bring a lot of kindness and good energy and good feelings all around. It's just a really special place here. And we get to talk about Sasquatch too. In 2 months, we met for the first time. Isn't that weird? A lot can change in a year. I think this Santa hat has more clay than the other ones do. That's a lot of clay. Let's slim down a little bit here. Boop. Oh, that was too much. So, Snap, she's saying that you wrote that we met 2 months in the future. So, like, we would meet in December 2025. Okay, and we're cooking. It's an exaggeration. All right, that guy looks good. Like the look of him.
Hello.
Santa Squatch. We're gonna be great. And I think I will just drill a hole in those later. You're the chaos, Alice. Joe was right. You don't feel like cleaning anymore, so you just stopped? No, I don't think that's bad as long as you don't stop forever. Then it becomes an issue. And then you'll get pests. And spiders. All right, gang. That is it. Perfect. Look at him. Right, look at this batch. We got a full tray here. We've got our little Santa guys. I'll put the white furry stuff on here whenever these are baked. And then we've got fresh Christmas tree cakes. Oops, I need to poke the hole in those before I forget. close call. Thank you for the lurk, Snap. There we go. There we go. Okay, so let's see. Let's start again. We've got little Santa guys. We've got Christmas trees. We've got the little paint palettes, which are really cute. We've got little trees. Boop. And then we got finished Christmas tree cakes. Right, that's a pretty good showing for today. I'm really pleased with that. So, I think that'll do it for my time here today. I'm going to go ahead and put these into the oven for a nice 30 minutes. So that means I've got at least 3 more bakes ahead of me for this week, which will be fine. And then lots of glazing to do. And that'll be it, which is a good time. I'm feeling a little bit more ready for next weekend's sale. It'll be good. Put all these things up before I stab myself. So plans tonight, full tray, right? You're not gonna raid, you gotta get some work done. That's totally fine. Totally fine. I'm glad you showed up when you did. I did think, like, I missed seeing Alice in here. Hi, Danny. Thanks for the lurk. You know what? We've got Danny. Danny's streaming right now. Let's go see Danny. We're gonna raid out. We're gonna see our friend Danny. Let's do it. You might actually craft today. I dare you, buddy. Right? Isn't that so nice? Someone thought about you today and missed you. It's true. Something was missing and I was like, who isn't here? Who is not here? And it was you. So we're gonna, here we go. We're gonna go raid Ramblin' Danny. We're doing it. So come on and join us if you want to. Ooh, it looks like she has spooky makeup on. That's terrifying. She's playing Vampire the Masquerade. If you're into that kind of stuff, super scary. If you are joining the raid, go ahead and grab the raid message. If you're subscribed, you can join the sub raid. Oh my gosh, she looks so spooky. I hope you enjoy it. So thank you for being here today. It's been a really good day. Again, I was a little bit tired and I'm so happy that I'm here today with you. Get rest. If you are feeling unwell, please get some rest. Take care of yourself. Drink lots of water, drink tea. Hold on one second. Hey, whoa. Look, the doctor's here and she'll heal you. You're gonna feel so much better now. You're healed because the doctor is seeing you. Hi, what you doing? So I love you all. Be sweet to your friends, rest, and feel better, okay? I will see you all next week where we'll be making some more stuff, okay? Bye, everybody. Have good days. See you later. Hi. She's so sweet. Bye, buddies.